Let us now learn the Chittaswaram Sahityam for Rupamu Juchi. The Chittaswaram Sahityams are very aligned to music, so you won't have so much space like how you do the Pallavi or Anupallavi, where you can stay in a particular hasta or in a particular mood for a long time. So it will be very full of hastas. So it is very important for you to really know why that Chittaswaram is important and what you are trying to convey as a whole rather than as words, right. So if you take this Chittaswaram, just look at the words. E velanuni, E velanu is always, all the time. So E velanu meaning all the time. So you need that all the time, right. Ni charitamu, your praises, like your greatness. Nindaru premato, with lots and lots of love, with lots and lots of love, which means it's still a comma, it's not ended there. So if you notice here, E velanu is one part where you say all the time, all the time. So here if you look around saying these people, because the hand is going out, you would be missing the main crux of it. You are saying all the time. Whose praise? Your praises, I have heard. And see, it makes absolute sense when you talk about a big temple, because they have their own Sthala Puranam, you have their Mahatmyam of that particular place. Sthala Puranam is the legend, the local legend around a temple, and Mahatmyam is all the mythological stories which show the greatness of that temple. So it perfectly makes sense when you say, I have kept on hearing your greatness, because there is so much to hear, right. Nindaru premato. And how did I do it? With lots and lots of love, right. I have been hearing and I did not stop there. Sevinchi, I have worshipped you in my heart. Sevinchi, Needu parakramulane, your parakramam, which means your valor and greatness. Mulane is to say only your greatness. Here Rukmini Devi has said greatness mulane, I. Bagumiraga, with great positive energy, I have spoken. So look at this entire Chittaswaram. So you have all the time, I have heard of your greatness and with great love worshipped you, and your valor, with a lot of earnestness and cheerfulness, I have spoken, right. So there is thinking, there is hearing, there is speaking, right. So this forms your Chittaswaram. If you otherwise think of it, E ve lanu ni, then it's like, what are you doing? You don't have a purpose for that line. So this is how you work on a Chittaswaram with lots of hands, that you don't make them as hand, 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 rather phrase, idea, idea, idea. So when you do that, then you can have a communication happening in that very, very packed line, right. So let us just look at the leg. E velanu ni, చరితములను నిండారు ప్రేమతో. Right? So, nindaru can be front or back, doesn't matter. Premato. Then, sevinchi. I have kept you in my mind. Needu parakrama mulane bagumiraga koniya ditini. So, when you are doing this bagumiraga, because you are doing this to the right, koniyaditini, you start with the left and join the leg. So, when you are doing this, if you can group them into phrases, e velanu is one, ni charitamu, charitamulanu nindaru ప్రేమతో సేవించి నీదు పరాక్రమములనే బాగుమీరగా కొనియాడితిని. Right? So, when you make it into phrases, it will make absolute sense. Then, when you are doing the tattimettu, I would suggest that you just do the tattimettu on the feet while you hear the music, not try any of the hand. And then, when the tattimettu can go without thought, then you put in the hands, it will happen very naturally, not where you attempt both together. So, tattimettu is meant really to be the background for your hand and not where you are dancing. Oh, this mudra for this tattimettu is not the point. This just keeps going and your hands flow according to the word. So, when you are practicing this, e velanu ni charitamuganu indaru premato. So, you have 5 tangiditattadinas. So, you have e velanu ni charitamulanu indaru premato. So, 5 tangiditattadinas will still have 2 left in a 32. 30 and sevinchi needu parakrama mulane. Till there you have sevinchi needu parakrama mulane. So, you have 6. Sevinchi needu parakrama mulane. Right? Then you have bagumiraga koniya ditini. 3 takadimi and 1 teitidite. So, what I would like you to remember when you are doing this, when you are doing the 6s, takka, ground yourself, takka dimmi, move on the ground, takka, takka dimmi, takka, takka dimmi. Then when you are doing the takkitta, don't lift the front leg, takkitta, 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 takkitta. Kick the back leg behind. And when you are doing takka dimmi, again give importance to the front leg and moving with the ground and not having a leap of sorts. Then takka dimmi, takka dimmi, takka dimmi, tei tei, you open your feet, didite. So, when you are doing the tattimettu, I would suggest just dancing the tattimettu with the music without doing any counting. Then once you get comfortable with that, you have been practicing the hands anyway, that should flow and you should be only thinking of the emotion and the hand and not concentrating on the feet. That should be an automatic reflex, right? So, practice.